Hey, John from Paint Scout here. Thanks so much for tuning in today as we talk about how to estimate a bedroom using time-based rates. If you happen to like this video, feel free to like and subscribe. We'd love to keep the conversation going. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave them below, as we'd love to help you out outside of this video as well. Today, we're going to be looking at time-based estimation. This is a method used by painting contractors that do millions of dollars of revenue every year, and we've learned from them and what their process looks like in order to make this more efficient. We feel like it's very valuable information for everybody to know. All right, let's take a look at how it works. There are a number of benefits to time-based estimation. First, it allows you to create a system around how you estimate, therefore taking away the guesswork and allowing you to make more money consistently on each job. Second, there's an amount of time that you're going to be able to provide your crew to tell them how long things should take, therefore producing the job on time and on budget. And third, it's going to let you build a team. By allowing other people to use this information, other people, oftentimes minimal training, will be able to replicate your estimation process, and time-based estimation gives you a platform to do that. All right, in order to figure out how long this job is going to take, we need to understand the variables we're working with. The first thing would be, what are we going to be painting? Is it the walls, the ceiling, the trim, the baseboards, or any variety of those things? The second thing is how many coats of paint is there going to be? Third, we're going to need to figure out how long the prep work takes, what type of driving time, where the job is located. Once we have all these elements, we can start to figure out how long this job takes and put together a price for our customer. Okay, so for today's project, we're going to be applying 2 coats of paint to the ceilings, the walls, and the baseboards in this bedroom, and we're going to show you how to do that using time-based rates. The first step in order for us to get this estimate started is to find out how much surface area, linear footage, and how many items we're going to be painting. To do that, we're going to have to measure. The easiest way that we've heard from contractors to do this is to use a laser measurer. This is going to let you take the dimensions quickly, accurately, and efficiently such that you don't have to move things when you're getting the measurements. You can also do this using a tape measure or by walking the room out as well, but the laser measure is going to save you time, and we highly recommend that. All right, now that we've measured this room, we found there's 384 square feet of wall to paint. When you're using a time-based rate system, we're going to divide this square footage by the amount of drywall our painters can paint in 1 hour. A great rate to start if you're new to this would be 100 square feet to apply 2 coats of paint per hour. Once you find out how much time your team takes to do this, you're going to be able to adjust this rate. But this is a great starting point. Once we have this, we can figure out how long this room takes to paint. By dividing the wall square footage of 384 by our time that our painters take to paint, which is 100, we're going to be finding that this room takes 3.84 hours to paint total. All right, the next step in the process is to figure out how long the baseboards are going to take to paint. In order to do this, we're going to use the same method we use for the walls. Our measurements show that we have 48 linear feet of baseboards to paint, and we're going to need to divide that by the amount of time that our team can paint 2 coats on baseboards. If you're new to this, 30 linear feet is a great number to use in order to get started. So for this room, we have 48 linear feet of baseboards. We're going to divide that by 30 to give us 1.6 hours in order to paint the baseboards 2 coats in this room. All right, the third step of this process is going to be to figure out how long the ceilings take to paint. We're going to use the same process we use for the walls and the baseboards to do this. If you are new to this, maybe try to rate this between 75 and 100 square feet per hour and see if that makes sense for your team. All right, so now that we have the time for all 3 surfaces, we can now add this up to figure out how long this project is going to take us. In this particular case, the walls, the baseboard, and the ceiling to apply 2 coats of paint is going to take us 7.34 hours. And this is what we're going to use to apply our hourly rate to get the total cost. Now at this point, you might be asking, well, is there a tool out there that can help me to perform these calculations? Great question. And the answer is Paint Scout. Paint Scout is our all-in-one platform built for painting contractors to be able to build quick estimates on the job site and be able to manage that sale all the way through till the end. It includes the ability to send quotes to customers, receive payments, and communicate with customers directly on the app too. And the best part is Paint Scout will actually take care of the calculations, allowing you to use your time-based rates to produce estimates quickly and accurately. Just head to paintscout.com. That link again, which is also in the video description, is paintscout.com. So now that we've figured out how long this project is going to take to paint, we also need to consider how long it might take to set up, clean up, and get to. In order to do this, you're going to want to have rates that take into consideration these types of tasks. So is there a standard amount of time it takes to set up or clean up? Or is this job outside of your regular service area? These are times we need to add in order to properly estimate this project and get the price for our customer. The final part of this process is to figure out the cost for your customer, is to apply your hourly rate and your materials to the amount of time this project is going to take. In order to determine your hourly rate, you need to be able to calculate what the costs are and the profit needs are for your company. In today's example, we're going to use an hourly rate of $65 per hour to do this calculation. So with 8.34 hours to do the job and an hourly rate of $65 per hour, you're going to be charging the customer about $542 through this project. We can add materials if needed to that amount in order to get our total cost for the project. Keep in mind, some contractors decide to include their material cost with their hourly rate, and that's going to be up to you. All right, so that's how the time-based estimation system works in order to paint a bedroom. If this process is helpful, you can apply this to other areas in the house in order to make sure that your estimates are done easily, quickly, and that they're consistent. If you liked what you saw today, feel free to subscribe. Also, just give us a like. It really helps encourage us to do more videos like this. And if you have any questions, leave them down below in the comment section and we'll do our best to help you out. Thanks so much. We'll catch you again soon.